the last decade, I'd say Marvel has had a very rocky relationship with gaming. Every couple of years, we get something really great like a Spider-Man, Marvel Rivals, or Marvel's Midnight Suns, but when you compare that to the early to mid 2000s where we were just getting great standout Marvel games one after another, things just look so much sadder. I understand the video game landscape is in a very different place than it was by the time of the early 2000s, but look at how many Marvel games are currently.
Is that Marvel Alliance? That's a game I want to replay again. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That was so fun. And then also Spider-Man. I didn't play Spider-Man for a good while. But it's a great game. I only played the first one. Yeah.
In development. How many games were teased over the last couple of years that we've heard nothing about? And that is going to be the main topic of today's video, Marvel's current state in gaming and what they could do to improve. Let's go back to the early Infinity Saga. Marvel had a current partnership with companies like Activision and Sega. Activision had the rights for X-Men and Spider-Man, while Sega was busy popping out movie tie-in games for...
This Captain America game, fantastic. I actually own the game, and I've been wanting to play it. I might play it on stream. It's so much fun. It's like Batman meets like Arkham. The Arkham series. It's really good. Or Batman. Captain America meets the Arkham series. It's really good.
Or all of the early Infinity Saga entries except for the Avengers. Now at that time, most of Activision's licensed titles became more shovelware compared to what they were releasing in the mid-2000s. It went from games like Spider-Man 2, X-Men Legends, Marvel Ultimate Alliance, to X-Men Destiny, Spider-Man Edge of Time, and tie-ins for the Amazing Spider-Man movies. This was where we saw the transition for what would become the current era of Marvel games, which is mostly on mobile devices. Yeah. Now, I think there are a couple gems here, like I enjoyed my time with Marvel Snap, though I don't really play it much anymore, but my main issue is with the titles like Marvel Contest of Champions or Strike Force, any of those games that seem to just copy whatever the popular mobile game format is, and ultimately the lack of solid entries that we could be seeing on consoles and PC. I thought things were going to start...
I will say Marvel's Puzzle Quest is really good. My dad has like a record in that game, and I've played it some. Like I don't play it as much as he does, but the game's fun. I will say that.
Changing for the better when Insomniac Spider-Man was announced, that maybe we'd get a Marvel video game universe to kind of complement the cinematic universe, because then we'd see announcements like Square's Avengers game and the Telltale Guardians of the Galaxy game, but this ultimately really led to nothing. Telltale's Guardian game was fine from what I remember, but Marvel's Avengers from 2020 really set a very poor precedent for the future of Marvel connected to video games. So much so that I forgot it was completely delisted from every single platform in 2023. I hadn't touched the game since 2021, right around when the Hawkeye DLC came out, and I was kind of interested to see what the game played like in 2025. Now, I was well aware that the servers were shut down and all of the microtransactions were completely removed from the game, but it did still offer a somewhat competent campaign mode, the kind of thing you see on Game Pass or going on deep discounts on Steam. But if you were somewhat curious to try it out now, you just simply cannot get the game. This is why I use so much footage from Marvel's Midnight Suns in many of my videos.
Oh, this is Midnight Suns.
It is the most competent team-based Marvel game made in recent memory. And yes, Marvel Rivals also exists, but that is a very skill-based game, and I don't play it enough to be that good at it. And using mediocre gameplay footage in the middle of a commentary video just doesn't make that much.
I haven't touched a Marvel game ever. I will say, me either. I mean, I played like the old like PlayStation games. I played the old like PlayStation 2 Marvel games like Iron Man and stuff and Hulk on Hulk, the whole game was so much fun. But the newer stuff I never really touched either. I think I played the Iron Man VR game. My friend owns it, and I think I played it for like 15 minutes and then got super sick. But like Marvel's Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, um, never really played. I wanted to. I remember wanting to play the game, and then once it came out that the game was bad, it kind of sucked, and I was like, oh dang, that sucks. The Lego games though, dude, the Lego Marvel superheroes, probably one of the best Lego games there is, behind the Batman game. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it.
Sense. And gameplay is the easiest way for me to use B-roll when I don't have any interesting visuals.
Oh, and Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals is so much fun. Have you played that? If you haven't, I recommend that you should. That's so fun. Marvel Rivals is so much fun. It's like it's Overwatch, but Marvel, and yeah.
To show people.
Lego
When
games.
I talk about a project that
So
just
good.
started filming or something that's just now in theaters that only has maybe like a minute or two of footage for me to use, gameplay is the best way to supplement this. But that's more of a me problem. Let's talk about the actual issue that so many Marvel fans are currently having to deal with. Currently, there are 6 upcoming announced Marvel games.
Okay.
Later this year, we are getting Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which is going
Whoa.
to be a 2D side-scrolling beat-em-up, and that one is sure to be a lot of fun. It's being made by the same developers as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, and it's giving us a gameplay style that really works for these characters, and we haven't really seen since Captain America and the Avengers on the Super Nintendo. We're also
Oh, I'm playing that. Oh, when does that come out? What is this game called? Hang on. I'm looking this up. Are you kidding me? That looks awesome. Marvel 2D game, beat 'em up. Cosmic Invasion. This comes out this year. Yo. Does it have like a date yet? Sometime in 2025. Cosmic Invasion is slated for release sometime in 2025. The game is a retro style beat 'em up developed by Tribute Games and published by Dotemu. I don't know how to say that. 15 Marvel superheroes set to release on PC, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4 and 5, and Xbox. Hey, it's coming for the PS4. That's pretty sick. Yo. Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. So it's Nova, Spider-Man, Wolverine, Philaville. I don't know who that is. Captain America, and many more. Ooh, that's gonna be sick. I'm gonna play that. Oh, I'm playing that. I'm playing that. Oh, I'm excited. That's like I've never been excited for the game like this. Oh my gosh. That just brought me back. That brought me back to playing the Captain America beat 'em ups and even the X-Men one. Oh dude, I'm excited for this. I'm excited. Where are we on this? Still not even there yet. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm excited. Okay. All right, back to this.
Supposed to be seeing Marvel 1943 Rise of Hydra at some point this year, and this is a game I am pretty interested in, but they just haven't revealed enough about it. We do know it will be a story-based action-adventure game, but are we just going to be playing something that feels like Marvel's Avengers from 2020? This is the first game from Skydance New Media, and we know Amy Hennig, who was behind the Uncharted series, is producing this game, but I really wanted to know what the gameplay looks like, and it's been 3
I do
years
too,
since
honestly.
the game was even announced. All we've gotten since then was a story trailer just giving us a brief idea of where the conflict was going to be, which, I mean, if you read the title, you know what it's going to be. We also have 2 games that received story-based teasers in the last couple of years. The first being Insomniac's Wolverine game, which I am pretty excited about. Insomniac has proven themselves to be very valuable with the Marvel license. The leaked early version of the game looked promising, but again, we haven't officially seen anything from this game in 4 years. Insomniac is usually pretty quiet about their games until they do have something really promising to show us, and Wolverine was definitely a victim of the early PS5 launch, where Sony was just showing as many games as they could to people to prove that the PS5 was a console worth investing in. We also have Arcane's upcoming Blade game, which I am kind of looking forward to.
I am too.
But Arcane is most recently known for Redfall, and if you know anything about that game, then the combination of...
I think the Blade game will be just like Redfall. I do think so. But I think it's going to be... I think it's the style that's going to be stolen. I think the story's going to be great. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. What was the other game they mentioned? The Wolverine game, I don't think that's going to come out for years. I really don't think so. But yeah, this Blade game, because I reacted to this on stream about this launch, and I'm waiting for gameplay. Listen, I am... When a game is announced, I never believe the game is coming out until I see gameplay footage. Until I see gameplay footage is when I believe the game is coming out.
Of them and vampires again doesn't make me too confident. However, they have had promising single-player experiences in the past, like the Dishonored series and the 2017 Prey reboot. But again, while the promise of a Blade game in the future is very cool, there isn't enough information or even an estimate of when the game is going to release. And that brings me to the final 2 things that we just kind of know exist. And both of them are coming from EA, so the certainty on whether or not they're actually going to see a release is pretty unknown. The first one is Cliffhanger Games, a new developer making a Black Panther game that EA will distribute, separate from Marvel 1943, but all we have here is a logo to look at. And we have Motive Studios, who recently did Star Wars Squadrons and the Dead Space remake, are making an Iron Man game, which again, since 2022, all we've gotten from this game is a logo. Out of all of these games though, the only one I'm confident will see a release date in the next year or 2 is Marvel Cosmic Invasion,
which is fantastic.
Estimated release date of December 2025, and we've seen gameplay from it, and it proves a point that
if this comes out on my birthday, also, this looks awesome. Okay, wait. Okay, hang on. Sorry. Captain America, Venom, Storm, Nova, which is kind of sick. I don't like the fact that he has long hair, but maybe that's his cape. I don't know. The Wolverine, the brown suit, is sick. I want to say, who is this? That's, you know who that might be? That might be Quasar, Spider-Man. And then whoever this looks sick. I'm playing the shit out of this.
I've been trying to make for so long with so many different licensed games. The gaming industry is in a very different place than it was in the early 2000s when we received so many of the most memorable Marvel titles. Licensed games don't really exist anymore because mid-budget games are pretty much extinct, but you have a much smaller company like Dotemu making a Marvel game in 2025, and there are a couple other really good examples like Bitmap Bureau, who has a Terminator 2 based game coming out later this year.
This looks sick
should
too.
Be the future of licensed games, allowing indie developers to make something that they would be very passionate about and can do really well, rather than getting these half-baked AAA experiences that they try and cram microtransactions inside of, or releasing a really great game that underperforms like what we saw with Guardians of the Galaxy and Midnight Suns. What I've been seeing is Marvel making a lot of the same mistakes that Star Wars has when it comes to gaming. And while I'm not not very hypercritical of the way that Disney has been handling both of those brands, I do think that they've made some major missteps when it comes to video games. For every Jedi Fallen Order or Marvel Spider-Man, there's at least 2 other Star Wars Battlefronts or Marvel's Avengers. And if we get these properties in the hands of people who are
It's funny that he mentions Battlefront because Battlefront 2 is coming back. Like, people are playing that game again. I find that kind of funny that he says that. People are like playing that again. And people are wanting Battlefront 3. So it's funny that he mentions that with the Avengers game, but meaning that it's the bad game. Whatever.
actually going to innovate and utilize them in the best ways instead of just chasing a trend, I think it would be safe to say that both Marvel and Star Wars would be healthier properties overall. That's gonna do it for this video though. Thank you all for watching, and please let me know what you think about everything I've said here down in the comments below. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.
Great video. Great video. Honestly, so I really think Marvel could come back in games. I mean, like, because DC isn't really releasing much except for the Arkham series, which is over. I'm gonna splurge. Yeah, splurge. I've never. It's how you really spell splurge. I don't like how it's spelled. I'm gonna get caught. Dude, I'm wishlisting that right now. You think I'm kidding? Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Dude, wish list. I'm excited for that. I'm gonna play that. I just like the art style of this game. It's so cool. But anyways, Marvel can definitely come back with games, honestly. If they game companies need to stop focusing on microtransactions, make a finished and polished game. Make the game finished. Finish the game. Don't release it. Subscribe. Thank you for the sub. Welcome. Welcome, my little Tastic. 2 months. When did you... Oh, you did a Prime back in the day, didn't you? I'm tired of the ads. Funny. But thank you for the sub. But Marvel needs to start focusing on microtransactions. Stop making money. Marvel, you're owned by Disney. You have money. And just make great things. That's all they gotta do. That's all I gotta do. This beat 'em up one, that's gonna be a great game. I think that's gonna be great. I really do think so.